So I guess, um, how can I say this? I guess it's finally came to that stage. It's February 17, 2017, 10:29 p.m. and we're in a crisis here in America. Now, this doesn't concern that those who are well founded in this country. This doesn't concern those who are citizens overall. I am a citizen of America, but my family is undocumented, and it is came to my concern of what is happening. I know that Donald Trump isn't a good president, and we knew this since the beginning. But things have worsened ever since. It is a time in which we need to start considering what's going to happen to us, the low end, the ones who get affected overall. It's not easy to talk about this, especially since no one's on the same boat. But it doesn't hurt to try. We're currently in a situation in which America is not letting us speak. We're protesting at peace, yet we're not being heard. The Republicans are overpowering the Democrats. And what's worse is that now, all of a sudden, all these racist people are coming out. It's like we're going back to segregation, but this time, the ones who are mostly being targeted here are Hispanics, not blacks. It is concerning because even those who have dreams are being deported. If we recall back in Donald Trump's inauguration speech, he clearly said that he wanted the same kid. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if it was a kid growing up in the farm side or if it was a kid growing up in the richest. He wanted both kids to look up at the sky and to both of them look at the sky and look at the stars and have a dream to pursue their happiness, to pursue their goals, their dreams. Now, when he said that, it gave us this light of hope that maybe all this time in his campaign he was being this threat just to gain the attention, just to gain the publicity. But now things are getting worse. As I let the night bleed, I realized that time's running out for us, Hispanics, blacks too. We gotta unite. We gotta stand up for our rights. This isn't right, you know. And overall, it's really impacting how one person alone has made these big changes. On February 16, 2017, a group of students and a group of people that decided not to cooperate with any type of incentive in society. Anything that was monetary, anything that was involving money, it wasn't gonna happen that day. That day no one went to work. That day no one went to school. That day no one bought food outside or gas. Now, life is crazy. Many say that was useless. It wasn't gonna change anything. But the way you ask me is that you look at students, each student is worth money. And for each student that didn't go on that Thursday, February 16th, you're talking about a big impact. All those schools lost money. And as for workers, lots of workers got fired. They got fired and now they don't have a job. That's not the major problem here. Even if people lost jobs, even if people didn't get paid, even if they had people to feed, we need to start realizing that that's not the problem. We need to start looking at the big frame. We're just looking at one little picture. The moment we realize that we are in jeopardy is the moment that we'll realize it's too late. Look at, for example, that one person, that one guy who was in the DACA program, just about my age, in high school, senior year, getting ready to go for college, good grades. He got deported. there goes his dream. But see, that's not the. You say it's just one person, and one person out of how many, like 10, 11 million undocumented? That's a little bit. That's nothing, that's insignificant. That's like one grain of sand out of like a whole sandbox. But that's not the thing. Put it this way, you're given a seed, an orange seed, and you see it as an insignificant seed. Now, that seed could get lost at ease. Put it in your pocket, could get lost. Put it somewhere you'll forget about it because it's not important in your life. But go and care for that seed. Plant it. Care for it. Water it. Let it grow healthily. And then that seed now has become a blessing. That seed that was once insignificant to you, if you give it years of patience, care, quality, equality, care for it as if it was your life, you'll see that now everyone goes to that seed, that one seed that is now a strong tree, a tree that not only has provided you with food, with drink, or something to drink, it's offered you shade, and now that seed is going to offer you 1,000 more seeds. The moral of this is that we need to look at the long terms. That one Dream Act student alone, for all we know, could have been an entrepreneur. He could have been something of success that could have veered America to a better place. Right now, we are in a society in which the richer you are, sadly, not everyone, but all those who are in high end and wealth are becoming corrupted. Right now, it is a time when us Hispanics, we need to unite. Us Hispanics, as in Mexicans, Central Americans, South Americans, we all need to become one, and we all need to fight for our rights. It is time we become the difference. It is time we are no longer the minorities, but the priorities in this country. Now, many people who have the mindset that we are not worth it in this country, those who say that it would be better if we're gone, they don't think outside the box. Now, they don't consider the fact that we are the ones who have minimum wage jobs. We are the ones who do the dirty work. This is a pyramid. We are at the bottom and they're at the top. The moment we are gone, they are going to be affected drastically. Why? Because they rely on our work, they rely on our ethics, they rely on us in order to be prosper. We are the ones who help them out at the end. Now, if you look at it, we are the ones who work in fast food restaurants. You look at the farmers. You look at the staff members at schools. You look at all that and think about it for a moment. What would happen if this were to happen? Donald Trump wants to deport over 10 million undocumented people. What would happen? That would affect the economy so bad, and he doesn't realize it. And he can care less. Why? Because he is now president and he has wealth. He has his life set. He has so much money, he doesn't have to work for the rest of his life, even if he wanted to. He doesn't have to. And so does his children. They have their life set. They can go to any university they want, and they don't have to worry about it. They'll have it covered. And he doesn't realize that the moment we're gone, who's gonna do the dirty work? Sure as hell not the people up there. They're not doing no dirty work. The moment we're gone, everything's gonna come crashing down because it's a chain of incentives. You have to look at the microeconomics, the macroeconomics, mostly the microeconomics. The incentive of buying something. That something, where did it come from? you look at the fast food industry, it comes from the root. Where does it originally come from? It originally comes from, say, McDonald's. Their meat straight from the farm to the meat company, where they, who knows what they do, for God's sakes, with that food, and then they get it ready, and that goes to different McDonald's all around the world. And if you think about it, if you go all the way at the first source, most of those workers, most of those farmers, they are Hispanic, which means the moment they're gone, the moment we're gone, and no longer helping the United States be the country it is, we're gonna be left with, they're gonna be left with nothing. It is concerning because we need to stop, they need to stop, and we need to stop looking at the small frame. We need to start looking at the big frame. I don't know. I just had to clear my mind today, and because it's honestly concerning how this is going about, how families are scared to even go out. Kids are scared to go to school. And I also wanted to address this because a lot of schools are disapproving the fact that we, the Hispanic students, are standing up for what we believe. And I think that is really unethical on their behalf, because they should be supporting what we believe. This shouldn't be just a Hispanic thing. This should be something where we're getting support from our teachers. After all, we are the future, and I believe that the more support we get, the more we will embrace ourselves, and the more we will mold into this stronger person, this stronger unity, this stronger future. Should we not cooperate, and things could end up in an inevitable aftermath. I'm just saying, we need to start changing our mentality. Our mindset needs to change. We need to unite. We need to be strong. I don't know. Life is crazy.